Ladies and gentlemen, I want to begin by acknowledging that we all go through seasons in life when we feel like the weight of the world is pressing down on us. There are times when we look around and wonder, why me? Why now? What am I supposed to do? These moments, these crossroads in our lives can feel overwhelming. But I want you to remember something that is both simple and powerful. You are never alone. Even in your darkest hour, you are not forgotten. There is a plan for your life. There's a reason for every step you've taken, even the ones that felt like missteps. I know how easy it is to doubt, to feel like life is happening to you instead of for you. The moments of hardship and struggle can make you question everything. But here's what I've come to understand through my own life experiences and the experiences of so many others. The universe, the higher power, is not arbitrary. Every single thing you have gone through, every heartache, every triumph, every failure, and every success, it has all been leading you to this exact moment. Nothing is wasted. Nothing is accidental. Sometimes we get stuck because we're looking for answers. We want to know why things aren't going the way we planned. We want to understand the delays, the rejections, the closed doors. But what if the answers you're searching for are already there within you? What if the things you're struggling with are not obstacles at all, but opportunities for growth, for transformation? You see, life is not a straight line. It's a winding path. And on this journey, we don't always get to see the entire roadmap. Often we're given just enough light to see the next step, and that's where trust comes in. Trust in the process, trust in the timing, trust in the fact that there is something greater at work, something that is shaping you, molding you, preparing you for a future that's bigger and more magnificent than you can imagine right now. I have had moments in my life when I didn't understand why certain things were happening. Times when I felt like I was being pulled away from the direction I thought I was supposed to go in. There were days when I cried out for clarity, for certainty, for a sign that everything was going to be okay. But looking back, I realized that those very moments of uncertainty were what led me to where I was meant to be. They were not detours, they were the way forward. They were the plan unfolding in real time, even when I couldn't see it. Sometimes we have to let go of control. And I know how hard that can be. We like to believe that we're in charge, that if we just work hard enough, plan well enough, or push hard enough, everything will fall into place the way we envision. But life doesn't always work that way. There's something bigger than our own understanding, something greater than our limited perspective. And when we learn to trust in that, to lean into the unknown with faith, we find that the path ahead is not as daunting as it seemed. I want to remind you of something important today. You are exactly where you're supposed to be. Even if you're facing challenges, even if it feels like everything is falling apart, this moment is a part of your journey. It's a chapter in your story, not the end of the book. And just because you can't see how things will work out doesn't mean they won't. Trust that the pieces of the puzzle are coming together in ways you can't fully understand right now. There will be moments when you'll be tempted to give up, when the struggle feels too hard and the road feels too long. But in those moments, I want you to hold on to this truth. Every setback is a setup for something greater. Every closed door is leading you to a better one. Every no is making way for the right yes. But you have to trust. You have to keep going, even when you don't see the full picture, because the picture is still being painted. Think of the times in your life when you were sure something wasn't going to work out and then it did, often in ways you never could have imagined. Think of the times you were heartbroken only to realize later that it was making space for something better, something more aligned with your true purpose. Those moments are proof that there is a plan for your life, even when you can't see it. And I want you to hold on to that. So many people spend their lives in fear of the unknown, fear of failure, fear of rejection. But here's the thing, fear is not from a place of truth. Fear is a barrier, a distraction that keeps us from stepping into the fullness of our lives. When you trust in the plan for your life, you learn to let go of that fear. You learn to release the need to control every outcome and start moving with a sense of peace, knowing that what is meant for you will always find you. And let me be clear, trusting doesn't mean being passive. It doesn't mean sitting back and waiting for things to happen. Trusting means showing up every day, doing your part, and believing that the rest will fall into place. It's about taking inspired action, knowing that each step, no matter how small, is part of a larger design. You may not see the fruits of your labor immediately, but trust me, the seeds you're planting will grow. They will bear fruit in ways that will astound you, but you have to keep watering them with faith. I know that for many of you, the path hasn't been easy. Some of you have faced obstacles that seemed insurmountable. Some of you have had dreams delayed, opportunities lost, and people you've loved taken from you too soon. I know that pain. I've lived through my share of losses and setbacks too. But I've also lived long enough to know that the very things that seem to break us are often the things that build us. The cracks in our hearts are where the light gets in. And that light, that wisdom, that strength, that resilience is what carries us forward. When you look at the challenges you face, don't see them as failures or as reasons to doubt. See them as lessons, as part of the refining process that is making you into who you are meant to be. Life is about growth, about evolution, about becoming the fullest, most authentic version of yourself. And sometimes that process is uncomfortable. Sometimes it's painful, but trust that it's necessary. Trust that every experience, no matter how hard, is shaping you for something bigger. There is a power in surrendering, in letting go of the need to have all the answers right now. It's in that surrender that we find peace. When we stop trying to force things to happen and instead allow things to unfold, we make space for miracles. We open ourselves up to possibilities that we never even considered. I've witnessed this time and again in my life and in the lives of so many others. People who thought they were at the end of their rope, only to discover that they were actually at the beginning of something extraordinary. People who let go of their own plans only to realize that there was a far greater plan in store for them. And every single one of them would tell you the same thing: trust. Trust that there is a purpose for your life. Trust that everything is working out for your good, even when it doesn't feel like it. I want to leave you with this: life is a journey, not a destination. It's about embracing each moment, each twist and turn with an open heart. It's about knowing that even in the midst of uncertainty, there is a guiding force that is leading you exactly where you're meant to go. You don't have to have it all figured out. You don't have to know the end from the beginning. You just have to trust that the steps you're taking are leading you towards something magnificent. So when doubt creeps in, when fear whispers in your ear, remember this: you are not lost. You are not forgotten. You are exactly where you are meant to be. Trust in the process. Trust in the journey. Trust in the plan that is already unfolding for your life. And know that whatever comes next, you are ready for it. You are prepared. You are equipped. Because you are exactly where you're supposed to be, and the best is yet to come. Thank you